page 11. All right, open up to page 11, and let's take a look at what you need to do for today. I want you to fill out pages 11 and 12 on your own. I'll spot check a couple of these with you right here. So in the first section, let's do one. It just says match each square root to its corresponding letter. So let's start with number 1, square root of 102. Okay, well, that's a little more than 10 because the square root of 100 is 10. So I'm thinking A, and it could just be that easy. So go through and find B, C, D, E, and F and put them on the appropriate line. We'll check the answers tomorrow. Which letter on the number line is the best representation of the location of the square root? Never mind. I don't know why there's a big space right there. That's weird. Sorry about that. But radical 27. So find which one is the best approximation for radical 27. Number 7 goes to that number line right there. There was some confusion in the past about that. Okay. Radical 42, number 8, is between the integers. Okay, so integers are rational numbers. The definition is whole numbers and their opposites. So you have positive and negative whole numbers. I guess whole numbers aren't negative, but anyway, that's why they're integers. If you take the square root of 42 and place it in between two whole numbers, that'd be in between, let's see here, 36 and 49. This is kind of like ties into the lesson from the other day, where 42 would be, wow, pretty much right in the middle, just left of center, because it'd be 6 away from 36 and 7 away from 49. So therefore, it's in between 6 and 7. The only issue I have here is don't put it in between 36 and 49, because it's the square root of 42. So when you take the radical, it's between 6 and 7. Okay, so that section there should not cause too many problems. We've done a lot of questions like it on IXL. Just watch out for your negatives over here. That flips the number line into the negative world. Okay, so if you're doing radical 51, which is in between, let's see, 49 and 64, well, negative 49, negative 64, and negative 51 would be right in here. So just the order of the numbers, this is, I'm particular about this, it should be correct. As you go from left to right on the number line, this would be negative 8, this would be negative 7, so it's in between negative 8 and negative 7. So let's get the order correct. Okay. All right, turn to page 12, I'll fill the rest of this out. What is the value of pi squared to 2 decimal places? So anytime you have e or pi, please use calculator. Pi squared, there's a squared button right there. Twink. And that would be 9.87. We're going to 2 decimal places. Just make sure you know what we're rounding to. 9.87. And you can square rational numbers and cube them and do fun things with it. E was in our lesson from the other day, also in the video, I think. What is, this is right here. This is the golden ratio. Write that down. And I'm actually going to make you Google that one. Okay, there is a formula for finding it. I know it, but I'd like you to Google that number. It's irrational, and then truncate it to 4 decimal places, please. Comparing using greater than, equal to, or less than. Okay, let's pick, I don't know. Let's go with that one. Okay, so negative 22 over 7, obviously to compare like least to greatest, which is our previous lesson from Friday, you have to do a decimal expansion. So let's do 22 divided by 7, stick a negative in front of that. That's negative 3.14. Is that enough to go off of right there? I mean, here you got negative 3.15. The next digit is a 2. The next digit here would be a 0, just so you know. But that should have been enough to make your determination. The thing with negatives is the greater the negative, the less it is. So the lesser negative is great. And ordering from least to greatest. We just did a video on this on Friday, like I said, so I don't know if I need to cover it again. I will say, take these numbers, come over here, and list them out with their decimal expansions, okay? When you get done with today, you should have pages 11 and 12 complete. We'll go over the answers tomorrow, first thing during Zoom. You'll notice that your decimals activity is very light, so that's why we're going to go heavier on the packet and finish up this unit on number system this week, so we can move on to Pythagorean theorem next week when we get in the building. And speaking of the website, here we go. As you can see, there's not a whole lot here. There's no video yet, but there is now because you watched it. Whoa, that's wild. I have to finish it. When you click on the Desmos activity, please only do the first slide, and it's all just about your mental check-in this week. That's all we're doing here. There's 4 slides, one for each day. So every day we'll revisit this, and you will fill out another piece to it. Okay, so just the first slide. And of course, I always appreciate your honesty, and I'll try not to share any of this with anyone. I mean, I will not share any of it with anybody. And if we view it as a class, it's always be anonymous. Okay. Do your IXL for 10 minutes, and the Kahoot is, these 3 are the same as last week. I apologize for that. I didn't have any new ones in time to create them, but you can always play them again to get your review.